The government shuts down, your interest rate doesn't. Okay, so every time this happens, you see the same headlines, right? Furloughed workers, closed national parks, some senator yelling on TV. And honestly, it feels like none of that touches you. Like it's a government problem, not your problem. I used to think that too, but there's a piece of this nobody puts in the headline. And it's sitting quietly in your bank account right now while you watch this. Here's the part that actually matters. When the government shuts down, federal agencies stop putting out data, jobs numbers, inflation reports, spending data. That stuff isn't just for economists. The Federal Reserve uses it to decide what to do with interest rates. So picture this. The Fed is basically flying a plane and someone just shut off the instruments. What do you do when you can't see anything in front of you? You don't speed up. You don't make a bold move. You hold steady. You wait. And waiting sounds responsible when you're the Fed. It sounds a lot less comforting when you're the one carrying a balance. Because while the Fed is sitting there waiting, your credit card company is not waiting on anything. Think of it like your thermostat at home. It's supposed to adjust based on what the temperature actually is. But if the sensor breaks, the thermostat just freezes. It keeps the heat exactly where it was, even if your house is getting unbearable. That's what a shutdown does to interest rates. If the Fed was leaning toward cutting rates and suddenly the data goes dark, that cut doesn't happen on schedule. It gets pushed back, sometimes weeks, sometimes a full quarter. And every single week that rate doesn't move, your card, your car loan, your buy now pay later plan, none of it gets cheaper. It just sits there. Same heat, same bill. And here's where the shutdown reaches your wallet. Right now, the average credit card is charging over 20% interest. If you're carrying $5,000 on that card, that's over $1,000 a year just in interest. Not the thing you bought, just the privilege of still owing money. Now stretch a single rate decision by one extra quarter because the data went dark. That's not a government inconvenience. That's real money, quietly leaving your pocket for a decision you didn't even know was being delayed. And it's not happening to one person. It's happening to millions of people, all carrying balances, all waiting on the same frozen thermostat. That's why this was never really a shutdown story. It's a debt story wearing a government costume. And this is exactly why, during a shutdown, you'll see more people leaning on buy now, pay later just to get through the month. It feels harmless, almost invisible. It's not. It's just debt wearing a friendlier name. So next time you hear, the government has shut down, I want you to picture something different. Don't picture a closed building. Picture your interest rate, frozen in place, while your balance just keeps climbing. Because the government can shut down, your debt doesn't, and neither does what you owe.